Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expected buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Long ball upfield. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's being shifted off it. Calvert-Lewin was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that's put paid to a promising move. Maldini wins the duel this time. Now it's McTominay. And the pass is intercepted. Hullet. Maldini. Beckenbauer. And it's Eto'o. Now it's Hullet. He shifted it to the flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram deals with that comfortably. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Hullet. And it's Neymar. That's Maldini. Roberto Carlos. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Pelé. Neymar plays it. He's got full. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Now it's Eto'o. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Neymar. Quick look, then he gets big! Goal! Benfica! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Benfica have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Benfica are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. McTominay can see things others simply cannot. Calvert-Lewin. Approaching the half-hour mark. Some really good ball movement.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Out to the left it goes. Ambitious ball here. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Pelé going about things with real menace. Great vision.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And he's running through.
Benfica really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Ibrahimovic. Eto'o. Figo. McTominay.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Eto'o going face-to-face with his great rival. Nice control. Played in by Eto'o. And that is expertly dealt with. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now that looks a decent ball. Backward it goes. Figo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Figo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he welcomes it, and Hullet! He's done very well to get to that.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Cruyff. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Benfica are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. Here we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Edmilson. Hullet. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Now it's Figo. Figo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Aimed in towards the centre. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
And this is Hullet. Played into space. Calvert-Lewin! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Now it's Cruyff. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Neto is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Looking to play him in. Benfica are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. And it's Roberto Carlos. Steaming on goalwards. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Great chance here from position A1. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
Número 21, número 14, Ibrahimovic. Número 11.
Ronaldinho! Oh, it rattles the bar. Danger averted for now.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
This is Hazard. There's the delivery. Good read, needed to be. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Ronaldinho, nice try, but he wasn't buying it.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. Beckenbauer. Roberto Baggio. Beckenbauer. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Calvert-Lewin. It's Calvert-Lewin! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Calvert-Lewin clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Great ball, and he's in here. Hazard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Bellingham. Cross needs to... Oh, smashing header! It's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Cerezo Osaka really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Vieira has given away a free kick. And here's Ronaldinho.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition.
Bullet! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
That's headed upfield. Looking for the run. That pass just didn't quite work. We are into overtime. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable.
Against Benfica.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the...
Xavi! And now they can spring out of defence. Pele goes on a run down the left wing. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Buffon is there to clear. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pele. Ibrahimovic finds himself offside. Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Pele. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Caresses it through. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Roberto Carlos. Benfica are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. The muscular approach does pay off here. Now, who's going to be first to this? That's a cute ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Maldini. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Nice-looking ball. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Rijkaard. And that's a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Iniesta. Now it's Iniesta. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is ended up in no man's land. Cannavaro. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he cuts out the supply. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Cruyff. Iniesta does really well to win the ball there. Xavi. Maldini. Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckenbauer. And he's forced to go back. That's a sharp pass. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, that's fabulous. It's a goal kick. Xavi. Pele. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. Well read, and the danger is averted. Beckenbauer. Cruyff. Driving on and making good progress. And it's Rijkaard. Done delicately. Eto'o receives it in a wide position. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Now, can they get him away? Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Benfica looking to pass their way through. And the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
That was a given, it always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Benfica have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Iniesta. Now it's Pelé. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think, on the whole, the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Benfica are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Cruyff. Shot, surely! And he's on his way! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And Cruyff! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Galatasaray have their second corner now. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Cruyff. He's tried one! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
No, he refuses to take the bait. Pelé threads one in. Roberto Carlos. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Can he get on the end of this? Could try cutting inside here. Crossed into the middle. Benfica are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Knocks it into space. No, it's come to nothing. Zanetti. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Searching pass he's played there. Xavi plays it in. And that has been cleared.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
He's found a way through. Goes for a shot! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 22, Eto'o. Number 9, Pele.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Batistuta gets into a good position. Bullet. Benfica perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And he's there to make the challenge. Roberto Baggio. Thuram wins the duel this time. Tries to play it through. Pirlo. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rijkaard. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Zanetti. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he plays one through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Cannavaro gets good distance on it. Over to the left. And he's in on goal. Lizarazu. And it's up he goes! Crossbar comes to the rescue. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Great ball and his chance! It's hit the crossbar. Tries to pass it through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Hullet. The ball is loose and the chase is on. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Takes a shot! Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And here's Cantona. Great vision. Ronaldinho. Benfica finding their passes. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Hullet.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Quality ball. Two minutes to be added on. That's an imaginative pass. And that will be it. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And all that remains for me is to... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Once described as being born offside, Filippo Inzaghi feels like the last of a dying breed, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I feel sometimes he doesn't get the credit he fully deserves, because I think he's one of the most intelligent strikers around too. His game is all about anticipation, positioning and speed over those first 3 yards.
Good old-fashioned poacher, in other words.
Exactly, and you don't score that many goals without having something extra about you.
Dani Olmo. Now it's Inzaghi. Thuram did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's got away. Lovely bit of skill. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. That's a decent clearance. Not the most accurate pass. Dani Olmo charging forward, the ball at his feet. Zanetti, and here's Hullet. Yamal, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Yamal. No way through. That's a super give and go. Tries to play it through. It's a quick ball upfield. Benfica controlling the possession in this early phase. Jordan Henderson. Quarter of an hour played. Passing is crisp and sharp. Spread it left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Maldini gets it away. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And this is Hullet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're quick to get it back. And this is Ibrahimovic. And this is Hullet. Chance! And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Benfica grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry.
Tries a shot! Goal! Benfica! And the comeback is complete. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Benfica get themselves into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Olmo, looking for options for movement. It's Inzaghi! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So all square, and not for the first... Shoots! Goal! Benfica! And they're back in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He can get that clear. And they're back on the ball again. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. And this is Pele. Out of play for a goal kick. And it's Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here. Threads one in. He's in a great position here. Benfica with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, smashing header! Now, who's going to be first to this? Just off target. And this could be the final action of the first half. Oh, that's a fine interception. Dani Olmo. Tries to thread one through. Played into space out wide. Oh, good. And that'll be the last act of the first half. And either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2.
Caros espectadores, consultem o ecrã gigante para informações acerca dos horários dos autocarros.
That gets things going for the second half. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rafinha puts a cross in. Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. Araujo. Dani Olmo, who has set up 2 goals. Dani Olmo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He is through here, and he shoots! Bullet, and they can counter here. That's good running with the ball. Puyol calmly anticipates. Nicely spread. Now it's Yamal. Filippo Inzaghi. That's a good ball. Dani Olmo really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And this is Pele. They've got a corner here. So, third corner of the game. And that was very necessary. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, easy pickings there. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Hullet. Rafinha. Sends it crossfield. And it's Deco. Can he get on the end of this? And he welcomes Dani Olmo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Dani Olmo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 21.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Ibrahimovic. Número 11. Número 10. Roberto Carlos. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Número 22.
Zubimendi.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Número 18. Ronaldinho.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri. Now it's Rashford. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Benfica do have a chance to counter here. Hazard looking to get on the end of this. Benfica perhaps contemplating their next change here. Knocks it into space. Cute ball, that's face to face with the keeper. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Rashford.
That was lovely, that.
He's found a way through. Can he get it through? Now it's Pedri.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, well played, well played.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Lizarazu has a look and plays it forward.
That's good play from him.
Lizarazu is always looking to... Chiellini with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Chiellini has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Nice control.
Oh, great feet, that.
And he's gone backward here. And this is what takes a shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Benfica take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedri, Beckenbauer cuts it out. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Olise. And time is up. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, what we've seen is a team that...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running.
I think it goes without saying, Peter, that Michel Platini will be standout here.
Yeah, a man, of course, who's been idolised by so many, but bettered by almost no man.
Yeah, maybe other players can do it on their day, Peter, but with this fella, he could do it repeatedly. He did it over and over again. It's because he had a wonderful understanding of the game and an incredible ability to read things before everyone else.
Takes a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's a little off target. Aimed beyond the defence. Zanetti. Pele. Now it's Hullet. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Roberto Carlos.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Throw it. Trion can get it clear.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Benfica clearly should have gone for the easier pass.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. That is a brilliant interception. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That's beautifully weighted. Buffon tries to clear. Ibrahimovic. Neymar. Spread it left. Benfica are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Look at this. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Eintracht Frankfurt are looking to go forward now. No, that's been intercepted. And this is Ibrahimovic. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. Roberto Carlos. Header! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Now he's got space here. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And this is Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cruyff quietly revving up. Platini takes control of it and he's on the move. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Hullet. Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Platini. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's delightful. And he's...
Chance!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Now it's Gullit. And it's Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, look at the space. And the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Gullit clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Cruyff with the short one. Oh, what has happened here? Benfica given another corner. So, third corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. Eintracht Frankfurt have the chance to go the other way. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. That's an imaginative pass. Crosses it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Platini. Now it's Pelé. Now, can they get him away?
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Maldini.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Estejam hoje mais um aniversário do seu casamento. Parabéns a todos.
And the action is back on the way.
Benfica clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. Benfica finding their passes. Now it's Neymar. Neymar gets flagged offside. Engages and forces him off the ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Referee's given a throw. And here's Ibrahimovic. Looking here to chip it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, they can break here. Well, that has not gone well. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Eintracht Frankfurt clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Roberto Carlos.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just chance for a shot! Platini going about things with real menace. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Well, that pass isn't the best. Thuram. Pullet chasing after it. Dink through. Cruyff. Benfica do have a chance to counter here. Floated through. And that has been knocked clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Carlos. Now that looks a decent ball. And played right into his path. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Benfica can breathe again. Just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, super find. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Beckenbauer. Pele. Neymar. Closing in on Neymar! Puyol getting this one clear. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivers, he rises! And he hits the net! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Neymar.
Benfica have taken the lead.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Searching passes played there.
Número 22.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Azar. Número 7. Número 18.
And it's Eze.
Ronaldinho. Número 15. Está
Now it's Pullet.
substituição.
Ronaldinho. And he cuts out the supply. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Now it's Hullet. Mateus. So what can they make of this? And the through ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out in shot at goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
All hands on deck for this one. And now they can spring out of defence.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
And that is out of play. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
I'm sure some will disagree with me, but...
And we're done. Benfica have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Pullet picking up. Thank you.